Training your dog without yelling is not only possible, it's the most effective way to foster a trusting, loving relationship with your furry companion. When your dog barks excessively, it's easy to feel frustrated or overwhelmed, but raising your voice rarely helps. Instead, adopting calm, consistent, and positive techniques can quickly reduce barking while strengthening the bond between you and your dog. Let's begin by understanding why dogs bark in the first place. Barking is a natural form of communication for dogs. They may bark to alert you to something unusual, express excitement, seek attention, or signal anxiety and discomfort. Sometimes, barking becomes a habit because it's inadvertently rewarded, or because the dog is bored or understimulated. The key to reducing unwanted barking is to address its root cause and teach your dog an alternative, more desirable behavior. The first step is observation. Pay attention to when and why your dog barks. Is it triggered by the doorbell, the sight of other dogs, being left alone, or simply boredom? Identifying the trigger is crucial, as it allows you to tailor your approach and address the specific reason behind the barking. Once you know the trigger, the next step is to remain calm. Dogs are highly attuned to human emotions. If you respond to barking with yelling, your dog may interpret your loud voice as joining in, or they may become anxious, which can actually increase barking. Instead, take a deep breath and keep your tone neutral. Calmness is contagious. When you stay composed, your dog is more likely to mirror your behavior. Now, let's talk about positive reinforcement, one of the most powerful tools in dog training. Positive reinforcement means rewarding your dog for desirable behaviors. When your dog is quiet, even for a few seconds, immediately offer praise, a treat, or a favorite toy. This teaches your dog that being quiet brings good things. Over time, your dog will learn that calmness is more rewarding than barking. To put this into practice, try the quiet command. When your dog starts barking, wait for a brief pause. As soon as your dog is silent, even if just for a moment, say quiet in a calm, gentle voice, and immediately reward them. Repeat this process consistently. Gradually, your dog will associate the word quiet with the act of stopping barking and with receiving a reward. With patience and repetition, your dog will learn to quiet down on command. It's also important to avoid inadvertently rewarding barking. For example, if your dog barks for attention and you respond by looking at them, talking to them, or giving them what they want, you're teaching them that barking is an effective way to get your attention. Instead, ignore attention-seeking barking. Turn away, avoid eye contact, and wait for your dog to be quiet. When they stop barking, then offer attention and praise. This teaches your dog that quiet behavior is the best way to get your focus. Another effective strategy is to provide plenty of physical and mental stimulation. Many dogs bark out of boredom or excess energy. Make sure your dog gets enough exercise for their breed and age. Regular walks, play sessions, and opportunities to run and explore can go a long way. Mental stimulation is just as important. Puzzle toys, training sessions, and interactive games can keep your dog's mind engaged and reduce the urge to bark out of boredom. If your dog barks at specific triggers, such as the doorbell or passing strangers, you can use desensitization and counter-conditioning. Start by exposing your dog to the trigger at a low intensity, perhaps by having a friend ring the doorbell from a distance. When your dog remains calm, reward them. Gradually increase the intensity of the trigger, always rewarding calm behavior. Over time, your dog will learn that the trigger is nothing to be anxious about and that staying quiet brings rewards. For dogs that bark when left alone, separation anxiety may be the cause. In this case, it's important to teach your dog that being alone is safe and not a reason to panic. Start by leaving your dog alone for very short periods, just a few seconds at first, and gradually increase the duration as your dog becomes more comfortable. Always return before your dog starts barking and reward calm, quiet behavior. Never punish your dog for barking due to anxiety. This can make the problem worse. Sometimes, management is part of the solution. If your dog barks at people passing by the window, consider blocking their view with curtains or frosted glass. If your dog barks at noises outside, playing soft music or white noise can help mask the sounds. These simple changes can reduce the triggers for barking and make it easier for your dog to stay calm. Consistency is key. Everyone in your household needs to respond to barking in the same calm, consistent way. If one person rewards barking while another ignores it, your dog will become confused and progress will be slower. Make sure everyone understands the plan and sticks to it. Remember, change takes time. Training your dog to stop barking won't happen overnight, but with patience and persistence, you'll see improvement. Celebrate small victories along the way. Each moment of quiet is a step in the right direction. In some cases, excessive barking may be a sign of an underlying medical issue, such as pain or cognitive decline in older dogs. If your dog's barking is sudden, severe, or accompanied by other changes in behavior, consult your veterinarian to rule out health problems. Let's recap the key steps to calm your dog's barking without yelling. 1. Observe and identify the triggers for barking. 2. Remain calm and composed. Avoid yelling or reacting with frustration. 3. Use positive reinforcement to reward quiet behavior. 4. Teach the quiet command, rewarding your dog for silence. 5. Avoid rewarding barking by ignoring attention-seeking noise. 6. Provide plenty of physical and mental stimulation. 7. Use desensitization and counter-conditioning for specific triggers. 8. Manage your dog's environment to reduce barking opportunities. 9. Be consistent. Make sure everyone in the household follows the same approach. 10. Consult a veterinarian if barking is sudden or linked to other health concerns. Let's explore some real-life scenarios and how you can apply these techniques. Imagine your dog barks every time someone walks past your house. Start by blocking their view of the street, if possible. Next, practice the quiet command. When your dog starts barking, wait for a pause, say quiet, and reward them for silence. Over time, your dog will learn that being quiet is more rewarding than barking at passers-by. If your dog barks when you leave the house, begin by practicing short departures. Pick up your keys, put on your coat, and then sit back down. Gradually increase the amount of time you're gone, always returning before your dog starts barking. Each time you return, reward your dog for being quiet. This helps your dog learn that your departures are nothing to worry about. If your dog barks when guests arrive, ask a friend to help you practice. Have your friend ring the doorbell or knock, and reward your dog for staying calm. If your dog barks, wait for a pause, then use the quiet command and reward silence. Repeat this process, gradually increasing the challenge as your dog improves. In all these scenarios, it's important to remain patient. Dogs learn best through repetition and positive experiences. Avoid punishment or harsh corrections. These can damage your relationship and make barking worse. In addition to training, consider your dog's overall well-being. Make sure they have a comfortable place to rest, access to fresh water, and a routine that includes play, exercise, and relaxation. A well-cared-for dog is less likely to bark out of stress or frustration. If you find yourself getting frustrated, take a break. Training should be a positive experience for both you and your dog. Remember, your dog isn't barking to annoy you, they're trying to communicate. By listening to their needs and responding with patience and understanding, you'll build a stronger, more trusting relationship. For some dogs, professional help may be beneficial. If you've tried these techniques and your dog's barking hasn't improved, consider working with a certified dog trainer or behaviorist. They can help you develop a customized plan and provide guidance and support. It's also helpful to set realistic expectations. Some barking is normal. Dogs are naturally vocal animals. The goal is not to eliminate barking entirely, but to reduce excessive or problematic barking and teach your dog when it's appropriate to be quiet. Let's take a moment to appreciate the journey you and your dog are on together. Training is an ongoing process, and every step you take brings you closer to a harmonious life together. Celebrate your dog's progress, no matter how small. Each quiet moment is a sign of trust, understanding, and the deepening bond between you. In summary, calming your dog's barking fast is possible, without yelling, punishment, or frustration. By staying calm, using positive reinforcement, providing plenty of stimulation, and addressing the root cause of barking, you can teach your dog to be quiet and content. Patience, consistency, and love are the keys to success. Remember, your dog looks to you for guidance and reassurance. By responding to barking with calmness and kindness, you show your dog that they are safe, understood, and loved. In return, your dog will learn to trust you, listen to you, and enjoy a quieter, happier life by your side.